Greetings, fanboys and fangirls. Jared here, and today I have something a little different. We're actually going to be doing an unboxing for the Mezco Toyfair 2021 Con in a Box set. So this is their convention in a box, and we're just going to be having a look at all the little goodies that we get in here. I'm pretty excited about this. This is, of course, the way that you get your exclusive Krig action figure, Krig 13, the black variation of the Intergalactic Bounty Hunter. At least that's what it appears to be. Mezco is kind of vague, so we'll go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to be using my trusty X-Acto knife. I've actually cut myself pretty badly on an X-Acto, so it's not really fun. You can do a lot of damage. All right, let's see what we got right here. So, some people have a lot of different opinions about the swag, as people call it, the swag sets from Mezco. I think sometimes it works out really well and sometimes it doesn't, but we're going to see how it works here. Here's our Krig 13 figure. Of course, we'll be doing a full review on this guy, so we'll put it off to the side. Let's see what we have next. You can see we have our famous black bubble wrap that Mezco always gives. So it looks like everything else, aside from the Metsit, is contained within this like white box. People have been getting new variations of the boombox Metsit, so I am curious as to what this is. I got the orange one with my Superman, which you may have noticed there's no review of yet, but I'm not really in any hurry because they shipped it to me so late. You know, everybody else kind of went for it. Let's see what we've got. Oh yeah, we have yet another variation here. This is the, looks like the all black version. So I really like this. Yeah, that's nice actually. I may be using this for my next Mezco Monday submission. So you can see his little boom box here. I actually like that. I think he fares better in that color scheme actually than any I've seen. Now this time there's no kind of t-shirt or anything like that, and I really like the Mezco shirt, so it's actually kind of a shame, but let's see what we do get. Let's start out with our Slugfest Crypto Cog. Now this is really interesting because there's a little bit of complexity, there's a little bit of mystery with this, so let's go ahead and open this up and see what's really going on. You can see that this end is bound and this opens up in the front. Let's see what we got. There we go. It's almost like a little tab that you pull, I guess, to get it out. And I like this. There's kind of like a velvety texture to this, so that's kind of cool. And here's the cog. I guess you use this to decode little things. It says, "In Slugfest we trust." So it should be interesting. You can see there's a number that appears with the letters right there. And I do think that this is meant to unlock some deals and things as we go throughout the year. So it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens with that. I really like the Doc Nocturnal Phantom Knights ring that we got. So this just kind of adds to that same vein of like weird stuff that Mezco sends out. I think that it really does set them apart from other figure companies when they start doing strange, wonderful little things like that. All right, next up in our bag here, we actually get something that's significantly smaller than I pictured it in my head. It is the Krig 13 comic, and it's not in perfect shape. You can see a little bit of a slight imperfection on the side there, but I suppose this should give more of his story, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. You can just thumb through it a little bit. We do have a coming soon for another Rumble Society figure. It says, "Rumble Society presents an occult private eye tethered to the Necroverse by his left hand," and it is Atticus Doom, looks like. So it's yet another skull-faced character. I think some people are a little done with that kind of thing, but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. The comic certainly has some interesting art. It kind of tells the story of the Krig. And we get to see some other alien races and things of that nature. We have some of their Emporium stuff. So lots of cool things and things that they're advertising. And check it out. We do get a 10% off of with the Crypto Cog code. You get a Krig t-shirt is something you can buy. So there you go. This is probably the shirt that they had intended on putting in this set. Hazard coin set. Interesting. So this is something that looks kind of new as well. We know the Doc Nocturnal poster, 20% off with the Crypto Cog. So there we go. And the supersized wax pack. I actually really liked this. Here's an insane ad that they have in the comic for a photon tag set of the Krig with these kids dressed up as the Krig. Hilarious. This appears to be the t-shirt design right here. So cool stuff. I like this little comic. Can't wait to read it. Here's something that kind of rubs salt in the wound a little bit. It's kind of a scarf or kind of a do-rag or something. And I guess it kind of more represents the Pink Skull Chaos Club, because I did own those guys, and I just went ahead and sold them. At the time I wanted something else, and then they skyrocketed in value right after I sold them. So it's something I kind of wished I had kept around, but oh well, you live and learn. Here's one thing we get, which appears to be kind of like a little pen. And this is pretty cool. You have a boombox with some stylized hearts right here. Kind of a little odd, I suppose, compared to the rest of the kind of things you get. We also get another pen, which seems quite a bit more appropriate, and that's just the Gomez pen. So I really like the stylization there. And then it appears that we actually get some, I think these are stickers, but I'm not really sure. I believe they're stickers. We have Mezco Toyfair, and we get a cover image from the Krig right there. And you can see that their goal is to sell you the Krig in all sorts of different colors. So very smart on their part, and definitely something that any little kind of smaller boutique toy company or independent toy company should definitely be aiming to do. This is the Pink Skull Chaos Club. Looks like a giant iron-on, and this thing is huge. It's like the size of almost like a vinyl record, and this would like be on the back of a jacket, and it's meant to look like their logo and everything. So man, this is really cool, and it's very large too. Like, this is my hand, and my hand can't even quite get out to the circumference of this thing. So this is really, really, really neat. On the back, you can just see the reverse where it's just kind of stitched on. So that's actually pretty cool. Now, here's something interesting. I have been loving the trading cards that we've been getting with this stuff, and we can see them right here. They're Rumble Society Series 0 collectible trading cards. So this looks really, really fun. They have their crazy Rumble Society logo. With the other cards, they were like just kind of like hot glued together, so it didn't really tear anything, but this is a little different. It's a little more feels a little more like it's going to do some damage, so I'm trying to be a little careful. It's not a big deal if it does get ripped, but you know, you want to keep this stuff in okay shape to store your cards, I guess, when you're done. This, it's not just peeling. Well, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, looks like just like a tab of glue there. Let's see what we get. We have Gomez. It is actually a sticker. When we get to the cards, we have Nosferatu, which it's so funny to just see him as a member of the Rumble Society, but because he is a public domain character, then that works. So let's just read the back real quick. It says, Crypt Dweller and Creature of the Night, Nosferatu has an unquenchable thirst for blood. The mere mention of his name is said to be forbidden in some parts of the world for fear of summoning the undead fiend. So open those blinds. Nosferatu's weakness is sunlight, which causes him to vanish in a puff of smoke. Oh boy. Man, I absolutely love that. That's great. Here's a figure that I should probably get, but I'm sort of waiting on the next version, which appears to be a black and red version. It is Baron Benz, and super cool looking, but you know, I don't know if I'm just dragging my feet and I'm going to regret it. Here we go. It says Baron Benz is the Aqua Knight. Baron Benz, ancient lone warlord of the cosmic realm and last remaining Aqua Knight, now a galactic nomad. The Baron searches time and space on a holy quest known only to him, and apparently only to Mezco as well. Unless the comic shed some light on it, because I saw this guy in this Krig comic, so I'm going to be interested to read that. Baron Ben wears Tangorian armor, a high Nantech armor of the Aqua Knights that is capable of withstanding any atmospheric condition. So, very nice. That actually does add a little bit of context to Baron Benz. The Doc Nocturnal cards were definitely made to be like cards from the 50s or 60s, and these are made to be like 90s cards, almost like those Marvel cards in a way. You see all the crazy colors and everything. And we have my personal favorite, Doc Nocturnal. And here's what it says about Doc. It says, hidden away in the Nocturnal Tower, the Phantom Knight quietly observes the infernal region for anomalies while perfecting the ancient practice of necro-alchemy. Doc Nocturnal's fortress and domicile. Yeah, sure. The Nocturnal Tower boasts many secrets. Some say it was built on a haunted ground. Gee, I wonder what gives you that idea. I love that. That's great. Here we have the Pink Skull's Chaos Club. I certainly regret selling these guys off a little while back. Their value skyrocketed. Mezco, please. You guys put these guys in every single, they make an appearance in every stop motion thing you do. Maybe it's time to reissue these guys. I know that they don't like to do that, but this might be a case where I think it's time. Pink Skull's Chaos Club. These three hooligans enjoy wreaking havoc and making a mess and leaving without cleaning up, and they have a penchant for punk rock, obviously. The gang of lethal deviants may very well be the result of Gomez's dimension jumping. We're not sure. I love how they're wearing kind of the scarves over their faces, and sure enough. So if these guys are going to continue to be kind of a linchpin of this whole Rumble Society thing, Slugfest thing, so then I really think it's time to, reintroduce them. Here we go. We have the Hazard Squad Commander Gomez, which is, going to be coming very soon. And it's going to be the first Gomez I have owned, because to me, this is what finally did it for me. Kind of a Nick Fury G.I. Joe homage. The other ones were really cool, and there's some of them that I wish I could have gotten, but this one was the one that absolutely sold me on the concept. Hazard Squad Commander Gomez. As sole survivor of the Void Academy, Gomez graduates top of his class as commander. His first orders from the Void Council are to form the Hazard Squad, a rough and tumble group ready for any adventure. Deep within the Hazard Squad Command Center lies the Void Chamber, where Commander Gomez receives confidential transmissions from the Void Council. Here we have a card representing the House of the Golden Skulls, which is another exclusive Mezco product for the Rumble Society. Let's see what it says about them. Somewhere in a mystical land ruled by feudal law, shinobi tribes clash over territory and honor. After an organized attack on their rivals, the House of the Golden Skulls reign victorious, but for how long? The nefarious House of the Golden Skulls have only one mission: show no mercy. Sure, that counts as a mission. Why not, right? Here we have Agent Gomez, and this one was a little while back now, so it's kind of funny he's got a card here. It says, Agent Gomez. Gomez, the Insecta Sapien of mystery and sole operating agent of the Void. With Cosmic Pea Shooter in hand and Boom Boom by his side, Gomez is always prepared for an interdimensional mission. Gomez receives instructions by a combined subliminal broadcast and interface with his boombox. Boom Boom. So there we go. Here we have the Grub. Fun-sized, yet relentless. This little critter shows no mercy. When Grub isn't beating baddies with Gomez, he's usually found gnawing on furniture or ravaging the fridge. Grub is the last in a line of genetic experiments and is a perfect clone of Gomez, but stalled at the growth stage and age of a toddler. So, pretty funny. I like that. And the very last card is the Black Skull's Death Brigade. Now, these guys look crazy. Are these guys out? Did they release these? Did I just miss this? They look really cool. It says, hidden away inside the Citadel of Death, the Black Skull's Death Brigade plan for global domination, wreaking relentless havoc wherever they go. The Death Brigade ranks seem infinite. Who leads the Black Skull's Death Brigade? Well, few have seen him, and none have lived to tell. So I'm kind of curious where that's going. Maybe I should already know. I don't know. I feel like that the whole point of some of their continuity and everything is to kind of be vague about many a thing. And I actually like that. I think it's cool to have a little bit of mystery to these characters. Even after, reading some of these comics, they seem awfully mysterious. So I actually like that quite a bit. And finally, if you're going to count this as swag, I'm not sure if I would just say it's swag because it seems so substantial to me, and I'm going to get him out of his bag here, is to me the reason why I said, you know what? Okay, why not? And I am very excited about this. It is the 5 points Popeye figure. Look at this beauty right here. Not only is the artwork just spot on back there and definitely meant to seem like the old comics, and it's appropriately yellowed and everything else. You have the cool Popeye logo, Mezco exclusive sticker. You have this awesome looking Popeye figure. 5 points for articulation never looked so good or organic on a figure. Look at that. And I'm very excited about this guy. I like the kind of rough looking nature of the paint. I think it all adds to kind of the pulpy nature. He is in the color variation of Popeye that we saw in the most recent Stormy Seas set. And I'm really, really, really glad to see this. But I would say that Boss Fight Studios might be at least slightly irritated by this figure's release, because they're getting ready to do a line that looks incredibly similar to this, only with a lot more than 5 points for articulation. So I don't know how they feel about that. Maybe they just love to see more Popeye product, but I don't know. If I were them, part of me would kind of be like, it's kind of stealing our thunder a little bit. We do have some, it looks almost like a drawing guide for Popeye. I don't know if this is taken from like something, hot dog torso, collar droops over back. So it's like a style guide, like a how to draw a Popeye kind of thing. So that's kind of neat. We have some copyright information about King features. 18 and up, not a toy for children. Intended for adult collectors only. Are you sure it's not a toy for children? I mean, I get what they mean. These things are awfully fragile, but still. So, all things considered, I sound like NPR. All things considered here, I actually think that this is pretty great. I know that this kind of had an inflated price. Actually, really had an inflated price. But considering what you get, I actually do think that there's some justification for this price here. I mean, we're left with really a pretty substantial display of stuff, and I think a lot of it is worthy. I mean, I really do. I think a lot of it is good stuff. You're getting, you know, some really high quality, almost like cosplay items back here. Really nice cog decoder, which even if I never receive any of the discount benefit from it or understand exactly what they mean with that thing, then it just looks cool. Sort of akin to the Phantom Knights membership ring that came with Doc Nocturnal. So I think all of this looks really good. To tide us over for a review of Krig, then let's just go ahead and let's just have a little peek. Let's look at her Christmas presents earlier right here, and let's just check it out. I really do enjoy the kind of simplified yet very snazzy look of the Rumble Society boxes. I think these are kind of cool. Let's just have a peek and see what's in here. Oh, we got our Krig 13 right here. Looks nice. And let's hope his nose is painted, right? That's an obscure reference to my Doc Nocturnal quality control problem, which was corrected, by the way, so it's all good. We have the paper falls away. It's black tissue paper. That way you know it's extra snazzy. And we can see a kind of general look at Krig 13 right here. All sorts of his little goodies and things. It's kind of hard to tell much about him when we're not under all the wrapping. We do get a little bit of instructions. I like these a lot because they kind of remind me of the toys of yesteryear, almost like Kenner instructions or something. It looks like it's going to take a little doing to put in batteries and things of that nature. So that kind of thing always aggravates me more than it thrills me. So it might take a little doing, a little setup on this guy to kind of get him going, to get him in kind of a reviewable state. So friends, be sure to be on the lookout for the review of Krig 13 that will be coming up. But I just wanted to go ahead and share with you what was inside the box and just how cool all this stuff was. And of course, we would love it if you could subscribe. The channel is growing all the time, and we couldn't do it without your support. So we do ask that you subscribe and like the video if possible. Of course, comment down below if you think that this particular swag set is worth it. Do you think that maybe it's the kind of thing to where, I wish I just wouldn't have had to pay all the extra money? What do you think is the best part of this set? What do you think is the weakest part? But guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. God bless you and yours. Be safe out there, and I'll see you on Fanboys Forever. Take care.